Close your eyes for a moment and imagine watching the universe in slow motion. Galaxies spinning like lanterns across an endless sea, each one alive with billions of stars. If you could float between them, you'd see rivers of light stretching for millions of light years, curving like gentle waves through time. That's where we begin tonight. This is 100 relaxing facts about galaxies fall asleep to science. A quiet journey through the vast architecture of creation. So settle in. Let your breath slow to the rhythm of a spiral arm. Let curiosity feel like calm, because even now, as you listen, our own galaxy is turning one vast silent movement through cosmic night. It's okay to drift. The light knows the way home. You are floating at the edge of everything known. There is no shape here, no horizon, only a hush that feels infinite. Before stars, before time, as you understand it, there was a pulse, small, radiant, filled with a silent wish to expand. That pulse became the universe. 13.8 billion years ago, from a space smaller than a whisper, energy unfolded into the dark and began to cool. You can rest now. Hydrogen appeared first, then helium. The simplest elements, like the alphabet of existence. For 380,000 years, the newborn universe was wrapped in brightness, too dense for sight. Then, a soft moment, the fog lifted. Light slipped free. Photons began their first journey, crossing billions of kilometers of space that was still stretching. That light is still traveling tonight. And as you breathe, the oldest radiance brushes softly against your skin. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Those tiny ripples in the ancient heat fractions of a degree warmer or cooler were enough for gravity to begin its patient work. Where matter was slightly denser, it began to draw in more of itself, folding into invisible gatherings that would one day become galaxies. Nothing hurried. Even in its earliest ages, the universe preferred calm. We drift back as though through translucent mist, watching clouds of hydrogen cool and condense. Each one begins to shimmer its center, tightening its edges, glowing faintly. When the pressure becomes unbearable, atoms fuse, light spills out, and the first stars awaken. They burn hot and blue, immense and short-lived, sending floods of ultraviolet light across the dark sea. It's okay to drift. Imagine those first constellations, not yet named, not yet seen, just fields of brightness, each star a new note in the growing symphony of creation. Some burn for a few million years before collapsing, casting heavier elements, outward carbon, oxygen, iron, the ingredients for everything that would follow. Their explosions shake the surrounding gas, and the waves of energy help form new stars. Creation breathes in and out, again and again. You can rest now. As the eons pass, gravity continues to weave. Invisible halos of dark matter, made of something we cannot touch or see, shape the gathering clouds. They act as scaffolds, guiding the light-bearing matter into form. Here, a spiral begins. There, an ellipse. Elsewhere, a formless cluster of starlight. The first galaxies bloom like cosmic coral, each one a colony of suns in the dark ocean. We drift between them, silent observers in an endless dawn. The distances are too vast for comparison, millions of light years separating every luminous island. Yet the patterns echo one another, a fractal grace that repeats across eternity. You can rest now. In one small region, a spiral begins to take shape. Gas flows inward toward its center, rotating more quickly as it tightens like a slow breath drawing in light. The stars arrange themselves into arms, long sweeping ribbons that shimmer in the ultraviolet haze. Within these arms, new suns are born every few thousand years, their light filling the space between with warmth. We would one day call it the Milky Way. And still deep inside the cosmic microwave background, the whisper of that first light remains everywhere. You are hearing it now, though not with your ears. It hums in the background of reality, a temperature just 2.7 Kelvin above absolute zero, filling every corner of space. It is the sound of the universe remembering itself. It's okay to drift. Somewhere beyond the limits of galaxies, that same light moves endlessly forward, never slowing, never fading completely. A photon that left a star billions of years ago might pass through your eye tonight as a faint glimmer, a story still being told. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. All beginnings are quiet. Even the greatest expansions start as whispers. The galaxies, the stars, the future, they all began with a single breath and the willingness of light to wander. In that patience lies beauty. In that slowness, peace. So, as you rest beneath the deep, remember this. The atoms in your body were once part of that same brightness. You are made of first light, and even now, across all of time, that light still travels. You can rest now. We drift together now slowly through the cooling sea of the young universe. Everywhere around us, gravity hums a patient sculptor, shaping the invisible. The early cosmos is neither empty nor still. It breathes in waves of density, subtle folds of energy that deepen into the first cosmic architecture. It's okay to drift. Each fold becomes a cradle, each cradle a gathering of matter, and in time, each gathering a galaxy. They begin as faint ripples, tiny blurs of gas and dust, glowing faintly as starlight ignites inside. Some grow large and spiral outward, others collapse into round glowing ellipses. Every one of them holds billions of suns. The distances between them are immense millions of light years, but they are not alone. Invisible filaments connect them, threads of dark matter stretching through space like a web of cosmic silk. You can rest now. The first galaxies shimmer blue-white, crowded with young hot stars. Their ultraviolet glow ionizes the gas around them, turning the universe transparent again. This era, the epoch of reionization, marks the moment when darkness finally lifted. It took nearly 1 billion years for the universe to become clear enough for light to move freely. Even that long wait was part of its calm rhythm, a slow and sacred unfolding. We drift closer to a newborn galaxy, its edges blurred with motion. Each star orbits the center like a grain of dust in a beam of light. It turns, once every few 100 million years, a slow spin, a soft cosmic waltz. If you could watch long enough, you'd see the arms breathe, opening, closing, spiraling inward again. In this gentle movement, gravity and time dance together. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Among these first spirals, elements are born in the hearts of stars: carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, iron. They are forged in unimaginable heat, then scattered when those stars die. Supernovae bloom like celestial flowers, each one releasing enough light to outshine an entire galaxy for a moment. The debris drifts outward, seeding future generations of stars and planets. Even now, the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe, were all made in those ancient fires. It's okay to drift. Far away collisions begin. Galaxies drawn together by gravity's pull merge and reshape each other. Sometimes two spirals entwine their arms, stretching like ribbons in a slow embrace. Their centers flare bright, supermassive black holes, awakened by the storm of falling gas. Light and shadow mingle. From the chaos, new order arises. The universe learns balance through motion, and still beyond these luminous islands, space expands. The farther the galaxies drift apart, the faster they move away. This quiet acceleration continues, even now driven by something we do not yet understand. A pressure without source, a whisper called dark energy. It does not rush. It simply allows the distance to widen like a slow exhale that will never end. You can rest now. In this vastness, time itself feels like a slow river. 1 billion years passes like a sigh, and still light travels. Some of it will never find another world to touch. Some will wander until the last star fades, yet none of it is lost. Each photon carries memory of creation, of color, of warmth. The universe forgets nothing. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In the silence between galaxies, radiation hums at every wavelength. Cosmic rays, microwaves, starlight, and dust compose a quiet symphony that fills all of space. It is not loud. It never was. It moves through everything, an invisible tide of energy that connects all matter. We drift farther, still past the light of galaxies, too faint to name. The observable universe stretches 93 billion light-years across a number so vast the mind cannot hold it. Yet it too began from something smaller than a breath. All that distance came from the same birth of light. All of it still expanding, all of it still remembering. It's okay to drift. There is comfort in knowing that creation moves slowly. Galaxies take hundreds of millions of years to spin. Once around their centers, they evolve not in seconds, but in ages. Their patience is infinite, and that patience hums quietly inside you, a rhythm older than thought. Somewhere, even now, new galaxies are being born. Tiny halos of gas collapse in the dark, and stars begin to glow in their centers. Another island of light appears in the cosmic ocean. It will spin, merge, and change for billions of years. It will host worlds, perhaps even eyes, that one day look back into the night and wonder where it came from. You can rest now, because the story of galaxies is also your story, a tale of dust, heat, and time becoming self-aware. Every moment of your breath is a continuation of that first radiance. Every heartbeat echoes the slow rhythm of the universe turning. Light still travels. It never stops. And as it moves, it carries you a trace of warmth within its endless motion. Somewhere in the dark, a galaxy is forming again, and it will glow softly for billions of years. And tonight, in the quiet of your room, you are part of that same beginning. You are safe here. You are made of light. And the universe still remembers your name. We drift onward through time past, the first radiant dawn, into an age where light begins to take form. Gravity, that unseen artist, moves gently through the darkness, weaving lines of attraction across the vast new sea. It gathers what once was scattered threads of gas, whispers of dust, and the invisible web of dark matter, stretching like a scaffold. beneath the stars. You can rest now. Each galaxy becomes a dancer in this slow cosmic waltz. Their movements are not random. They follow the quiet pull of balance. Within every gathering of matter, a center forms a heart around which billions of stars will turn. The universe does not rush. It composes through patience, each orbit a phrase, each collision a note in its endless music. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In these early ages, the galaxies are smaller, blue-white, with youth, restless, and bright. They turn slowly, as if testing the rhythm of existence. Some take the shape of disks, flat spirals that shimmer like the surface of a coin. Others form ovals, puffed and hazy. Their light more diffuse, their structure less defined. And in between, irregular shapes twist and shift, chaos still finding its center. Every form is a language of gravity, each motion a soft translation of mass and time. It's okay to drift. Where gas and dust flow together, stars continue to be born. Within those luminous clouds, gravitational pressure pulls matter inward, and in that quiet compression, light ignites once more. Stars live, die, and leave behind the elements that will one day form worlds. Even in the darkness between galaxies, tiny clumps of matter gather embryos of light that will one day glow. We drift closer to one such spiral, its arms unfurling like silk in slow water. Each arm is filled with newborn stars, brilliant blue, fierce, and brief. Between them, older suns fade to amber. If you could see this galaxy from afar, you would notice the calm glow of its center, a golden light, older than the rest, where stars orbit in steady ancient rhythm. You can rest now. Deep in that glowing core lies a mystery, a shadow that binds the dance. Every large galaxy carries at its center a supermassive black hole, millions or even billions of times the mass of the Sunday. It does not devour the galaxy, it anchors it. Its gravity steadies the motion of the stars, its influence shaping the flow of gas and the rhythm of birth and death. Sometimes, when matter falls inward too quickly, jets of light erupt outward for thousands of light years, as if the void itself were breathing fire. And yet, even this power moves with grace. The galaxy continues to spin, and the stars continue to sing. You can rest now. As the ages pass, galaxies find one another across the dark. Gravity draws them closer, their edges brushing their arms, intertwining in luminous streams. Sometimes two become one. Their centers merge, their stars cast into new orbits. The resulting galaxy glows brighter, a newborn shape, born of union. The cosmos grows not through destruction, but through gentle recombination. We drift between these slow embraces, where light bends and time stretches softly around gravity's curves. Even space itself feels fluid here, warped and folded by mass. The more you look, the more you realize the dance of galaxies is also the choreography of space-time itself. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. There is rhythm in their motion. One galaxy turns once every few 100 million years, a rotation so slow that an entire human civilization would rise and vanish in a fraction of its step. And yet, from the cosmic view, the motion is serene, a spiral unfolding endlessly. Each star a dancer, each orbit a soft circle of trust. It's okay to drift. Between the galaxies, in the immense dark streams of stars, connect one to another bridges of light that form when two galaxies pass close enough to share. These stellar rivers shimmer for billions of years before fading back into the background glow. Some of their stars become travelers, cast adrift in intergalactic space, forever wandering between homes. Even there, the laws of gravity still guide them, a thread that never breaks. And as we watch this slow, eternal waltz, something within you quiets. Every turn of a galaxy mirrors the rhythm of your own pulse. Every orbit reflects the patient circles of your thoughts settling into stillness. You can rest now, for in the great choreography of creation, nothing is wasted. Every motion, every collision, every drift adds to the beauty of the whole. Galaxies move as stars move, as planets move, as atoms within you move. All of it follows the same silent song, the dance of gravity. And in that song, you are never separate. You are part of the same motion, the same curve of space, the same unfolding grace. Somewhere beyond sight, a spiral turns once more, its light crossing time to find you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. You are safe here. The galaxies continue to dance, and the night continues to hold you in its gentle, endless rhythm. Now, we drift closer into the heart of motion, where light meets gravity, and the invisible hand of the cosmos begins its slow waltz. You can almost feel it, the gentle pull that keeps everything from scattering, the unseen rhythm that ties stars into spirals and galaxies into clusters. It is not a force of violence, but of quiet persuasion. Every atom, every sun is caught in this endless embrace. Imagine billions of suns circling a hidden center, their orbits graceful and precise, like leaves caught in a vast unseen current. The black hole at the core does not destroy them, it anchors their dance. Around it, space itself curves and flows, bending like fabric beneath the weight of time. And as the galaxy spins, it sings a low, inaudible song, a cosmic hum felt across the ages. We often think of gravity as pulling down, but out here, there is no up or down. There is only the curve, the surrender of motion to geometry. Stars follow these invisible paths, held in perfect equilibrium by balance alone. It's a harmony so delicate that even the faintest disturbance, a passing galaxy, a dark matter stream, can ripple across the spiral like wind across water. If you could watch it unfold over millions of years, you would see arms of starlight twisting outward, each turn slower than thought, each curve a measure of patience. The Milky Way itself spins once every 230 million years. By the time it completes one revolution, our sun will have carried its planets across entire epochs of life and silence, and yet nothing feels rushed. Everything moves at the pace of eternity. Within this stillness, gravity weaves beauty from inevitability. Clusters drift together, merge, and form new shapes, ellipticals glowing like embers, spirals like celestial seashells, irregular galaxies like scattered brushstrokes of starlight. They are all variations on the same theme, the universe learning to balance motion and rest. You can almost sense that same gravity in yourself, the inner pull toward what centers you, what holds your orbit steady amid the drift. Perhaps that is why galaxies feel familiar. They too are systems in search of harmony. They too find meaning in rotation, in the quiet act of circling what cannot be seen. And as the galaxies dance, space itself expands around them. They do not move through space. They move with it, carried on a current that stretches the fabric of reality like a tide that never recedes. Between them, distances grow vast and serene, measured not in miles, but in time's slow unfolding. Light crosses those gulfs, its color stretching red as it travels, a whisper fading, but never lost. It is humbling and soothing to know that even across billions of light years, this dance continues a choreography that began in the first fire, still echoing now in the soft pulse of distant suns. You are part of that pattern, a ripple in the same field, a note in the same song. Let your mind drift with it. Let the pull of cosmic rhythm slow your thoughts to its gentle pace, because in every turn, every luminous spiral, every arc of orbiting light, the universe is showing you what balance means. Not stillness, not speed, just motion and harmony, forever returning to the center that holds it all together. And when you close your eyes, perhaps you can feel it. The quiet spin of existence itself, gravity's eternal waltz, carrying galaxies, stars, and you through the silent corridors of forever. Out in the ocean of the cosmos, the galaxies drift, each one a floating city of suns, a glowing island suspended in infinite darkness. They are scattered like lanterns across an endless sea, their light older than memory, their silence deeper than thought. Every galaxy tells a story, written in the language of light. Some are graceful spirals, arms unfurling like petals in slow motion. Others are vast ellipses, smooth and ancient, their stars burning quietly in golden calm. A few are wild and irregular, the misfits of the cosmos born from collisions, reshaped by cosmic tides, their forms chaotic, yet breathtakingly alive. When you gaze upon one through a telescope, you are not merely looking far away. You are looking back in time. The light reaching you tonight may have begun its journey before the Earth even existed. You are seeing that galaxy as it once was, a fossil of radiance still crossing the void. In that moment, time and distance dissolve, and you become a witness to eternity in motion. Galaxies are not alone. They cluster together, linked by the invisible web of gravity. Like constellations of galaxies, each cluster a congregation of hundreds bound together by dark matter's unseen hand. Between them stretches vast emptiness, regions of almost perfect nothing, where a single particle might wander for centuries without meeting another. And yet even there, the faint glow of background radiation reminds us that nothing is ever truly empty. Inside each galaxy, billions of suns burn. Some are blue and young, their light sharp and eager, like the first notes of a song. Others are red and ancient, their fuel nearly spent their warmth, fading into twilight. Between them drift clouds of gas and dust, the raw material of creation from which new stars will someday ignite. It is a never-ending cycle, birth brilliance, fading rebirth. Every galaxy is both cradle and grave, a place where beginnings and endings coexist in harmony. The Milky Way, our home, is one such island of light. Its spiral arms stretch like glowing rivers through space, filled with clusters of newborn stars, nebulae blooming in colors invisible to human eyes. If you could step outside it and look back, you would see a luminous whirlpool, a cosmic mandala spinning in the dark. Somewhere within that vastness, our tiny sun traces its patient orbit, carrying with it the delicate thread of human thought. There's something profoundly gentle about that image, the idea that among 100 billion galaxies, each carrying 100 billion stars, one small corner of one small spiral found the quiet balance to dream. Perhaps the universe is not indifferent after all. Perhaps its beauty is a kind of care, an architecture designed to sustain wonder. When you breathe slowly and let your mind expand, you might sense that you too are part of this vast archipelago of light. Your thoughts flicker like small suns in the night of consciousness, connected to others through invisible gravity, not of mass, but of meaning. Just as galaxies orbit one another in great cosmic ballets, so do hearts and minds orbit around the warmth of connection. The galaxies are living poems, not in words, but in motion, not in sound, but in light. They remind us that creation is not an act done once, but a rhythm that continues forever. Their slow turning is the universe's way of breathing, and in that breath, we find peace. So, let yourself drift a little further. Imagine you are floating through that cosmic sea-passing islands of starlight, each more radiant and mysterious than the last. You are surrounded by the glow of everything that ever was and everything that ever will be. And in that silent passage, you begin to understand we are not looking at the universe. We are the universe looking back at itself. Inside every galaxy, the rhythm of existence continues in silence. Stars ignite from the collapse of cold molecular clouds, hydrogen gathering upon hydrogen until gravity pulls the veil tight and heat begins to whisper from the core. A newborn star glows not from flame, but from pressure and fusion, a quiet triumph over darkness. Within a single spiral arm, tens of thousands of such births occur at once, each a pulse of radiance that will shine for billions of years. The Orion Nebula, just a small nursery in our own galaxy, spans 24 light-years across a cloud so large it could hold 3, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0 suns. In its depths, stars are forming. Even now, their light still trapped within cocoons of dust. Astronomers can see the infrared shimmer of their beginnings, a soft glow that tells us the universe never stops creating. And yet, for all their vastness, galaxies move through space with astonishing grace. They are carried on the currents of expansion, sailing through the cosmic ocean at hundreds of kilometers per second. Some will never meet another. Others will merge their stars, intermingling in slow-motion collisions that last hundreds of millions of years. When galaxies collide, they do not crash like solid worlds. Their stars are too far apart. Instead, gravity dances between them, drawing out long, delicate tendrils of starlight. New waves of formation ripple through their arms, and in the chaos of merging, fresh constellations are born. The antennae galaxies, 60 million light-years away, are one such meeting. Two great spirals weaving together, each arm stretching outward in luminous arcs, their union like two souls embracing in slow eternity. Our Milky Way is destined for such a meeting. In roughly 4.5 billion years, it will merge with the Andromeda Galaxy, another grand spiral of stars spinning toward us at about 110 kilometers per second. When they meet, the night sky will bloom with rivers of light stars crossing paths, worlds drifting through newly shaped space. It will not be an end, but a transformation. From two, one larger, calmer galaxy will emerge, perhaps elliptical, perhaps radiant, in ways we cannot imagine. You can rest now. Even here, across such unimaginable spans, the story remains gentle. Every force that seems violent serves creation's deeper rhythm to dissolve, to reform, to continue. In that rhythm lies serenity. Between the stars, Dark matter holds invisible sway, a silent scaffold that gives galaxies their form. It neither shines nor absorbs, yet its gravity weaves the universe together. For every atom of visible light, there are 5 more of darkness shaping everything we see. The Milky Way's halo of dark matter extends hundreds of thousands of light years beyond its visible rim, a reminder that what sustains us is often unseen. And in the galactic core, at the center of nearly every great spiral, rests something even stranger, a supermassive black hole. Our own Sagittarius A times weighs 4 million times the mass of the Sunday. It spins in quiet majesty, a heart of gravity drawing stars into orbits so fast they circle it in mere decades. From this core radiates balance, holding the galaxy in its slow dance. It's okay to drift. The galaxies are the universe's way of remembering itself, each one a record of how matter cooled, how energy settled into form. They are archives of time, frozen symphonies of evolution. If you listen closely with the mind's ear, you can almost hear them, the long hum of hydrogen, the slow percussion of rotation, the faint rhythm of light crossing emptiness. Somewhere out there, a dwarf galaxy orbits another, like a moon. Elsewhere, a spiral unwinds into a faint stream of stars, its edges pulled by the tide of cosmic gravity. And beyond even that, there are galaxies so far away, their light has been stretched into radio waves by the universe's expansion. They shine, but we can no longer see them, with eyes only instruments tuned to the echoes of creation. And yet their existence lingers, for nothing truly vanishes in the cosmos. Every photon, every particle, every vibration of space becomes part of the ongoing dream. You are part of that dream too. Your breath, your heartbeat, your quiet attention, each is a note within the same cosmic chord. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere a star is being born. Somewhere a galaxy begins to spin. And here, in the stillness of your room, that same rhythm of creation moves quietly through you. The galaxies will continue their slow journey, turning endlessly, folding light into shadow and back again. And as they do, they carry the promise of calm, that all things vast and luminous arise from the same quiet beginning. You are safe here. The stars are still turning, and the light from galaxies long gone still crosses the dark to find you now. In the great stillness of the universe, light becomes structure. Every beam, every shimmer that escapes a star builds the invisible scaffolding of time. It moves at 299,792 kilometers per second, a constant breath of the cosmos, crossing the black ocean where matter drifts and memory expands. Through this endless migration, light reveals the architecture of galaxies, the delicate spirals, the clustered hearts, the pale bridges between distant realms of stars. Each galaxy is a cathedral of illumination. Its walls are woven from radiation and dust. Its towers are columns of fire and gravity intertwined. And in that radiant symmetry, the universe writes itself into form. To look at a spiral galaxy is to witness geometry made of starlight arms, curving along logarithmic paths, each rotation guided by the steady pull of unseen mass. The precision of their motion mirrors equations that describe gravity's patience. What we see as beauty is the physical manifestation of balance. The Milky Way's spiral arms stretch across more than 100,000 light years. From edge to edge, its structure is defined by waves of density regions, where gas compresses sparking chains of star formation that move like slow ripples through water. Each arm is not a fixed bridge of light, but a moving pattern, a rhythm that travels through time. If you could see the galaxy over millions of years, it would look like a living tide, stars entering, glowing, fading, while the shape continues unbroken. Within the heart of many galaxies lies a bulge, a dense congregation of old red suns. Here the light is softer, the rhythm slower. These stars, billions of years old, carry within them the ashes of supernovae long faded. Their glow is the sum of generations, light reborn from light. Beyond this central hub, the spiral arms breathe outward into the galactic halo, where faint, globular clusters drift. Each cluster contains hundreds of thousands of ancient stars moving together like a family of light that has been traveling since the dawn of time. It's okay to drift. The architecture of light is not built of permanence, but of continuity. Nothing in a galaxy is still. Everything is moving, yet the overall design remains serene. This is the paradox of cosmic order, endless motion, yielding perfect calm. If you trace a single beam of light from a star at the edge of a galaxy, it may take 100,000 years to cross its home. During that time, entire worlds may form and dissolve, and yet the light keeps moving forward, steady and patient, like a silent prayer traveling through creation. The symmetry of galaxies whispers of something deeper, a universal tendency toward pattern, a quiet intelligence embedded in physics itself. From the spiral of a shell, to the rotation of hurricanes, to the dance of galaxies across billions of light years, the same mathematics of flow appears again and again. This repetition is not coincidence. It is resonance, a harmony shared by atoms and stars alike. The architecture of light exists not only in the heavens, but also within you. In your eyes, photons born in distant suns become meaning. Their journey ends in consciousness, completing a circle that began in fire. The same particles that shaped galaxies now paint your perception of them. When you see a spiral galaxy, you are literally touched by its light, a bridge between your body and the cosmos. It is the most delicate architecture, imaginable awareness, formed from starlight. Some galaxies are vast and structured, others more fragile, faint as whispers in fog. Dwarf galaxies, only a few thousand light-years wide, hover like cosmic dust motes around their larger neighbors. They often lack symmetry, their light scattered unevenly, yet their gravity still binds them into intricate systems of companionship. In this diversity of form, the universe shows its inclusiveness. Even the smallest gathering of stars contributes to the grand design. You can rest now. In the emptiness between galaxies, light continues its journey. Photons travel for billions of years without interruption, spreading stories of distant origins into the silent deep. Each one carries the fingerprint of its source, a spectral code of temperature, motion, and age. Astronomers can read those fingerprints like lines of poetry written across time, decoding how galaxies grow, merge, and breathe. Science, at its heart, is a gentle form of listening. To study light is to listen to the slow music of creation. And as you listen now to this calm narration, to the space between thoughts, the same pattern emerges. Movement within stillness, light within darkness, order within mystery. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere beyond the visible edge of the cosmos, a galaxy forms its first arm of stars. The architecture of light expands once more, adding another note to the infinite harmony of being. Beyond the spiral arms and golden cores, light becomes the thread that connects every scale of existence. It moves from stars to dust, from dust to planets, from planets to eyes, and thought a single continuum of perception. The universe builds itself with photons, each one a messenger of both energy and story. It is through light that galaxies reveal their structure, their distance, their age. Without light, even creation would remain unspoken. The oldest light we can see is the cosmic microwave background radiation left over from the birth of the universe 13.8 billion years ago. It fills all of space, a faint whisper just 3 degrees above absolute zero. To instruments tuned to its frequency, it appears as a mottled glow-tiny variations, marking the seeds of all future galaxies. From these delicate fluctuations, gravity wove the filaments of matter that would one day become the cosmic web. The light from that first moment still surrounds you, now touching every surface, filling every breath of air. In the present universe, light continues to shape form. When massive stars explode as supernovae, they forge elements like iron, calcium, and gold, each atom glowing briefly in the shock of rebirth. Those atoms drift into clouds, then condense into new stars and worlds. Every galaxy carries within it the ashes of earlier ones, and every atom in your body once traveled through the furnace of such explosions. You are, in the most literal sense, an expression of galactic light. It's okay to drift. The architecture of light is not rigid. It flows like water through gravity's invisible channels. Where galaxies cluster, their light merges into bridges called filaments, stretching millions of light years across. Between them lie voids regions, almost entirely empty, yet even there, the faint scattering of background light reminds us that silence is never complete. From afar, this entire network resembles a neural pattern, the brain of the universe itself, alive with luminous thought. And still, within each luminous island, light behaves differently. In the crowded cores, it swirls through dense dust, bending and reflecting like wind through leaves. Around black holes, it curves inward, trapped in orbits where time slows. Near the event horizon, light spirals infinitely before surrendering its final glow-bending space into elegance. No architect could design such beauty. Only the laws of physics, patient and precise, could craft a symmetry so profound. You can rest now. Even light has its sleep. When it meets dust, it has absorbed its energy stored in warmth. Later, that same energy re-emerges as gentle infrared glow, not lost, only transformed. So too does consciousness. Every thought that fades becomes warmth within awareness. Nothing vanishes, nothing wasted. Every beam returns. The architecture of light is the architecture of remembering. The glow of one star illuminates another's reflection. Galaxies mirror each other's shapes, as if learning to dance by imitation. Everywhere repetition becomes harmony. A spiral of light here echoes a spiral of water there. A rhythm in space echoes a rhythm in sleep. To drift within this design is to realize that beauty is the structure of stillness made visible. Somewhere at the edge of the known universe, light is still being born. Photons from newborn stars just beginning their infinite flight. It will take them billions of years to reach another eye, another mind. Perhaps, one day, some distant being will look upon our galaxy and see its faint spiral in their own night sky and feel the same quiet wonder you feel now. You are safe here. In the space between your breaths, light crosses impossible distances. In the rhythm of your heart, a quiet echo of galaxies turning. Your body, your thoughts, your warmth, all are part of this architecture. The same particles that built the Milky Way move now through your veins. You are not separate from the structure of light. You are its continuation. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Somewhere beyond the veil of time, light keeps building arches, spirals, and bridges of radiance, all leading back to this moment, this stillness, this awareness of being. The galaxies spin in quiet devotion, their arms unfolding like prayers, their cores burning like hearts that never sleep. And as they move, they trace patterns of grace, proof that even the vast and infinite are capable of tenderness. The architecture of light endures. It spans from the first spark to the last slow ember of the far future. It passes through your gaze and into your dreams. In the end, all that exists, all that has ever been, is a single gesture of illumination. And you, for this small moment, are the light itself. Deep within every galaxy, the stars breathe. Their inhalation is gravity, the drawing in of gas and dust, the silent gathering of invisible matter. Their exhalation is light, the release of fusion's calm fire, a warmth that travels through darkness to touch what lies beyond. This rhythm of taking and giving is the heartbeat of the cosmos itself. A star begins as a whisper in a molecular cloud, a region where hydrogen cools and condenses for millions of years. Then, when gravity outweighs stillness, collapse begins. The cloud contracts, spinning faster as it falls inward, and at its heart, temperature rises until 100 million degrees is reached. In that crucible, hydrogen atoms fuse into helium, releasing energy that halts the collapse. And suddenly there is light. A new sun has taken its first breath. The Milky Way forms about 7 new stars every year. Some are small and dim, like red dwarfs burning slowly for trillions of years. Others are massive blue giants, fierce and brief, living only a few million years before collapsing into silence. Together they create a galactic rhythm, a music of lifetimes, overlapping birth beside death, luminosity beside fading. In vast nebulae, like the Carina Nebula, the process unfolds on a colossal scale. This cloud, nearly 300 light-years wide, contains enough gas to form tens of thousands of suns. Winds from newborn stars carve valleys through the glowing dust, shaping towers that rise like mountains in a luminous storm. If you could stand within it, the light would shimmer in every direction. Particles of dust, scattering photons like tiny mirrors of creation. It's okay to drift. Every breath of starlight nourishes the galaxy around it. Radiation from young suns pushes against gas, creating pressure that forms new waves of collapse, the next generation of stars. This self-sustaining cycle is how galaxies live, by turning their own light into new beginnings. Even when stars die, they exhale one final time, a burst of heavy elements and energy that seeds the birth of future worlds. When a massive star nears the end of its life, it fuses heavier and heavier elements in its core: carbon, oxygen, silicon, iron, until fusion can go no further. Then gravity wins. The core collapses in less than a second, and the outer layers rebound violently. A supernova blooms. For a few weeks, that single star outshines its entire galaxy. In the debris of that explosion are all the ingredients for life. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the gold in a ring. You carry within you the breath of ancient stars. Some stars end quietly. When a medium-sized star like our sun exhausts its hydrogen, it swells into a red giant, its outer layers drifting away in glowing shells of gas. At the center remains a white dwarf, a dense ember of carbon and oxygen, no larger than Earth but heavier than the Sunday. It no longer burns, yet it still shines with residual heat, a soft, fading glow that will cool for billions of years. These quiet remnants are the soft sighs of the cosmos, the exhalations of stars at rest, and yet even in their silence, the pattern continues. Binary stars orbit each other, sometimes merging into a final burst of light. Clusters of stars move through the galaxy like schools of cosmic fish, their gravity bound by ancient kinship. The Pleiades, visible in autumn skies, is one such family. A gathering of blue-hot suns, about 400 light-years away. They were born together and will drift apart over time, their shared gravity slowly weakening like the gentle loosening of memory. You can rest now. Every star, every spark adds a note to the long breath of creation. In one sense, the universe is a single inhalation matter drawn together into structure, and its expansion, the ongoing outward flow, is the great exhalation. Between these two motions, everything exists: light, life, and thought. To breathe slowly is to echo this rhythm, to align with the pulse of galaxies. Somewhere, a star is being born even now. In the constellation of Perseus, in the swirling depths of the Andromeda Galaxy, in a cluster beyond the Virgo supercluster, each breath of light it exhales will travel across billions of years to reach another sky, another consciousness. Perhaps someday, long after our world has faded, that light will touch the eyes of beings yet unborn, and they will feel what you feel now. The peace of knowing that creation never ends. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In that gentle exchange, you and the stars are no longer separate. You are the continuation of their quiet breath. The breath of stars never truly ceases, it only changes form. When the luminous heart of a star finally cools, its atoms disperse into space, drifting as invisible dust across the interstellar dark. This dust is carried by galactic winds, swept up in rivers of radiation and magnetic fields until it becomes part of another cloud, another story. And there, in the patient silence between suns, the cycle begins again. A whisper of hydrogen, a stirring of gravity, a pulse of warmth, returning to the void. Galaxies are vast ecosystems of light and decay. Each one breathes in its own rhythm, slow, majestic, measured in millions of years. The Milky Way, like a living organism, inhales through its spiral arms, drawing gas inward to nourish newborn stars. Then it exhales through stellar winds and supernovae, releasing energy into the halo that surrounds it. This cosmic respiration keeps balance, a steady exchange between creation and dissolution, between light and shadow. If you could watch the galaxy in time-lapse, you'd see it shimmer like a lung of light spiral, arms glowing and fading, clouds coalescing, clusters drifting apart. Each pulse of brightness marks a new generation of suns, each shadow a quiet return to stillness. It is not chaos, but choreography, a patient dance older than life itself. Sometimes when two galaxies meet, their breaths intertwine. The collision is not destruction, but renewal. Gas clouds compress, star birth accelerates, new constellations blaze into being. The antennae galaxies, locked in such an embrace, have created thousands of new stars where their luminous arms overlap. Though their shapes will distort, their cores will merge, two hearts becoming one. Even in collision, the universe creates beauty. Drift deeper. Let the sound of stars, expanding and collapsing, fade into a steady rhythm inside you. Imagine each inhale drawing in the light of billions of suns, and each exhale releasing your thoughts into the quiet between them. You are breathing in rhythm with the entire cosmos. At the smallest scales, this cosmic breath echoes in particles themselves. Every photon, a packet of light, is born in the exhalation of an atom. Every atom was once part of a star's core. When you breathe, you take in air that carries the remnants of countless suns. The oxygen in your lungs was forged in the fusion furnaces of dying stars billions of years before Earth formed. You are, in the most literal sense, a continuation of their breath. Even black holes, those silent endings of massive stars, play their part in this cycle. They do not merely consume, they regulate the flow of galaxies. As matter spirals toward their event horizons, it heats and radiates energy outward, sculpting the surrounding space. The supermassive black hole at the Milky Way's center, Sagittarius A times, releases bursts of radio and X-ray light, like a steady heartbeat hidden behind clouds of dust. It breathes through gravity, drawing matter in and shaping the rhythm of the stars around it. Listen closer. Each breath of starlight carries a message that even in endings, there is continuation. The nebula left behind by a supernova is both a grave and a nursery, a place where atoms once belonging to a fallen sun will someday fuse again in the heart of a new one. The Crab Nebula, born from a supernova seen on Earth in 1054, still glows with the energy of that explosion. At its center, a pulsar spins 30 times per second, sending out beams of radiation that sweep through space like a cosmic heartbeat. It is the memory of a breath still resonating across time. As galaxies drift farther apart, their collective breathing slows. Star formation declines. The universe cools. But the pattern remains steady, peaceful, inevitable. Even in a distant future, when the last stars fade into darkness, the particles they leave behind will continue to dance in silence. The breath will never stop. It will only become quieter. You may close your eyes. Feel your heartbeat as a reflection of the rhythm that fills the stars. Each inhalation mirrors the gravity that pulls dust into form. Each exhalation mirrors the light that escapes across eternity. You are not separate from the galaxy. You are its living expression, its awareness folded into flesh and breath. And somewhere, far away, a new sun is rising. Its light has already begun its long journey through the corridors of space, through dust, through silence, through time. It will arrive someday, perhaps on a future world, perhaps in another mind, seeking rest beneath alien skies. And they too will pause, breathe deeply, and feel what you feel now, the soft, endless wonder of being part of the breath of stars. Between the galaxies lies a hidden structure, a vast, delicate lattice that binds the universe together. Astronomers call it the cosmic web, but it is more like the nervous system of creation. Filaments of invisible matter stretch for hundreds of millions of light years, connecting clusters of galaxies like luminous pearls strung along threads of gravity. This web is the quiet architecture of everything we see, woven from dark matter and time. If you could step far enough back beyond the veil of galaxies, you would see the universe not as empty, but as a living mesh of light and shadow. Filaments, pulsing, faintly nodes, shimmering where galaxies gather in communion. Every spiral, every elliptical, every glowing cluster rests upon one of these filaments, drawn into place by the unseen gravity of the web. It began gently, just after the birth of the universe, when the first particles of matter drifted through the cosmic dawn. Tiny ripples in the density of space, no larger than 1 part in 100,000, became the seeds of this structure. Over billions of years, gravity magnified those ripples, pulling matter into strands, leaving great voids between them. Now, more than 13 billion years later, the cosmic web spans the visible universe like a frozen river system carved into space-time. Through telescopes that read not just light, but the faint whisper of hydrogen, we can trace these filaments. They glow faintly in ultraviolet, a luminous echo of galaxies forming along their spines. At intersections where filaments cross galaxies, cluster by the thousands. The Coma Cluster, home to more than 1,000 galaxies, rests at one of these junctions, a luminous city within the web. It's a pattern that repeats across unimaginable scales. The same way neurons link in your brain, so do galaxies link in the universe. Each connection carries the memory of its formation, each cluster a spark in a grander consciousness that no single being can perceive in full. Perhaps it is not coincidence that the structure of the cosmic web resembles the neural pathways of the human mind. It may be that the universe thinks through its galaxies just as you think through your cells. And as you breathe, you are part of that pattern. Your atoms trace back through generations of stars, through nebulae and supernovae, to the very filaments of the web itself. You can rest now. Imagine yourself drifting between those filaments. The distances are vast, tens, even hundreds of millions of light years, from strand to strand. The light from one cluster might take longer to reach another than the entire age of human civilization. Yet, the web holds them all connected by invisible threads of gravity and dark energy. Nothing is truly alone in space. It all belongs to the same silent geometry. Astronomers map this structure through the Sloan Digital Sky Survey, a great digital atlas of the cosmos. Each point of light marks a galaxy, each curve a thread of connection. The map reveals what no human eyes could see before a universe woven, not scattered. The more data they collect, the clearer the pattern becomes, a lacework of light, stretching endlessly outward. Somewhere in that vastness lies the Laniakea supercluster, our home region of the universe. It spans over 500 million light years, containing roughly 1,000,000 galaxies. Our Milky Way drifts near its edge, moving slowly along one of the filaments, like a leaf on a gentle current. This motion, about 630 kilometers per second, is not random. It is the slow tide of the web itself, drawing galaxies toward one another, folding the fabric of space into deeper unity. It is a soft pull, not felt, but always present. You can think of it as the heartbeat of gravity, beating once every billion years. a pulse too slow for any creature to sense, yet powerful enough to guide galaxies across eternity. Somewhere between the filaments, in the deep cosmic voids, there is quiet, unlike any found on Earth. There, atoms are so sparse that a cubic meter of space contains fewer than one particle. Yet even the voids hum faintly with the vibration of the web, a background song of gravity and light. Like the spaces between your breaths, the emptiness is not absence, it is rest. In that quiet, the cosmic web continues its slow evolution. Filaments stretch, clusters merge, new stars ignite along the tendrils. The pattern grows ever more intricate, as if the universe were refining its own symmetry. Some cosmologists believe that the web is the largest structure that will ever exist, the final shape of the cosmos before expansion pulls its threads beyond reach. Even so, its memory will remain in the light that left its galaxies long ago. Some of that light is touching your skin tonight. It's okay to drift. Let that image soften in your mind, a glowing network of threads, billions of light years long, each one humming softly with the breath of stars. You are not outside of it. You are one of its connections, a spark within its filament, a thought within its endless dream. And somewhere a photon released from a distant cluster is still traveling, still crossing the silent dark, still seeking you. It has been on its way for 10 billion years, carrying the memory of its birthplace, the glow of a galaxy now long gone. When that light meets your eyes, you complete its journey. The universe sees itself through you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The web breathes, not in air, but in motion. Its filaments expand and contract with the rhythm of cosmic time, a dance written in the equations of gravity and dark energy. Every billion years, its threads stretch a little further, its intersections drift a little wider apart. The universe is not collapsing or still. It is inhaling slowly, a breath so vast that no lifetime can feel its beginning or end. Dark matter weaves the foundation of this structure. It does not shine, nor absorb, nor reflect. It exists only through its influence, its invisible hand shaping the galaxies we see. Roughly 85% of all matter in the universe is dark, and yet it is the scaffolding of the cosmos. Without it, the filaments would dissolve, and the galaxies would drift apart like mist. It is the quiet architect of the universe, the unseen framework beneath every shining world. Through gravitational lensing, the bending of light by massive, invisible objects, astronomers can trace this hidden web. Images from the Hubble Space Telescope show faint distortions in the glow of distant galaxies, tiny arcs that reveal where dark matter lies. Each curve of light marks an unseen thread, each distortion a whisper of gravity. What we see as emptiness is in truth a dense field of connection. And between these dark strands, another presence drifts dark energy, the mysterious force that pushes the universe apart. Where dark matter pulls, dark energy releases. The two balance each other, like inhalation and exhalation, keeping the universe poised between expansion and cohesion. It's estimated that dark energy makes up nearly 70% of the cosmos, a silent ocean of potential flowing between galaxies like invisible wind. This duality, gravity, and release matter and void is the heartbeat of everything that exists. Galaxies move not in chaos, but in slow, tidal patterns, guided by both forces. Every motion, every drift, every spiral is part of this ancient conversation. It's the same rhythm that guides your own body, the pulse between presence and surrender, between tension and release. You can rest now. Imagine drifting along one of these filaments, a luminous thread spanning millions of light years. Ahead of you, clusters shimmer like constellations in motion. Behind you, voids open into infinite night. Gravity hums softly beneath your feet, a low vibration that steadies your path. As you glide, the dark matter flows beneath you, a river with no color, no temperature, only a quiet pressure that holds everything in place. This is the architecture of existence, invisible yet absolute. Each galaxy upon the thread is like a glowing neuron, flashing briefly as stars ignite and fade. Some filaments carry thousands of galaxies, others just a handful. In between lie cosmic deserts, voids tens of millions of light years wide where no galaxy shines. Yet even there, faint tendrils of hydrogen and dark matter connect the emptiness back to the web. Nothing is truly apart. Even the most distant particle feels the faint tug of gravity from everything else. Some astronomers describe this as the cosmic network of being, a phrase both poetic and true. It is not only a structure, but a memory of the Big Bang preserved across eons. Every filament is a fossil of sound, the frozen echo of primordial vibrations that rippled through the infant universe. 3, 8, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 years after its birth. Those sound waves carved the first outlines of the web, like fingers tracing lines in wet clay. Now, 13, 8 billion years later, we can still read those patterns in the light. When you close your eyes tonight, the background hum you might imagine, the faint cosmic tone beneath all thought, is a reflection of that same ancient vibration. It never stopped resonating. It is not sound in the air, but the memory of movement in space itself. Every photon, every atom, every breath still carries the signature of that first music, and somewhere inside you, so do you. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The cosmic web is not static. It evolves. Filaments merge voids, deepen clusters, collide. Yet, the underlying balance remains. In tens of billions of years, as galaxies grow faint and stars burn out, the web will still shimmer, faintly woven of dark matter and memory. Even when the lights go out, the pattern will endure the final trace of everything that once was. It's okay to drift. You are moving with that same current. The atoms within you respond to its flow, subtle and slow, beyond feeling, but real. Every motion in your life is nested within larger motions, planetary, galactic, cosmic. Each heartbeat is a wave riding on the long breath of the stars. You belong to this design. You are not outside it. You are its awareness, resting within itself. And somewhere far beyond your dreaming mind, the cosmic web glows quietly on. Light continues to travel slowly, stretching with the expansion of space. Every photon grows softer, every wavelength longer. The universe is growing old gracefully, its light dimming but never dying. This too is a kind of rest, a peace beyond time. The galaxies drift farther apart, the filaments thin and fade, And yet, the memory of connection remains woven into every particle of light that once danced across its strands. Perhaps in that quiet end, the universe will begin to dream again, to breathe once more, in some new form, some new dawn, beyond understanding. For now it breathes through you. You are safe here. You can let go. Somewhere in the web's endless weave, a single point of light, your world, your breath, your being shimmers softly and then rests. Every spiral tells a story. Each curve of starlight, each arm of a galaxy is a memory written in motion. From a distance, a spiral galaxy seems frozen in perfection, a whirl of light suspended in black infinity. But up close, it is alive with movement. Every star, a wandering note in a slow celestial song. The arms are not fixed things. They are waves, patterns of density that drift through the disk like ripples on a quiet sea. The Milky Way is one of these living spirals. It rotates once every 230 million years, carrying our sun and all its planets on a long voyage through time. That means since life began on Earth, our world has circled the galaxy more than 20 times. Each orbit is a story of change of continents, rising and falling, of stars being born and fading. The spiral remembers even when we forget. Inside the arms, stars cluster and bloom. They are born in glowing nebulae, where dust and gas collapse under gravity's patient pull. As new suns ignite their radiation sculpts the clouds, pushing back the darkness like a tide against sand. Each generation of stars enriches the next seeding, the spiral with new elements, new possibilities for life. Your own atoms, iron, calcium, carbon, once belonged to stars that lived and died in these swirling lanes of light. You carry the handwriting of the spiral in your blood, and as the stars age, they drift outward from the arms, fading into the quiet of the galactic disk. Their orbits stretch and tilt, becoming part of the galaxy's long memory. When astronomers map their paths, they find echoes of ancient spirals that have long since vanished. Like fossils beneath an ocean floor, these trails reveal where arms once flowed, where light once gathered and moved as one. You can imagine it now, a vast ocean of stars, each following a slightly different rhythm, yet together forming patterns that endure for billions of years. The spiral is not an object. It is a wave, a rhythm, an echo of balance between gravity and time. Even galaxies with broken arms or warped disks still carry this hidden symmetry, this quiet longing to spiral. Somewhere, the Andromeda Galaxy, our nearest spiral neighbor, is moving toward us at 110 kilometers per second. In about 4.5 billion years, it will merge with the Milky Way, forming a new galaxy. Perhaps a great elliptical, perhaps a luminous whirl, reborn. It will be a slow and graceful meeting, stars passing through one another like ghosts, their paths bending but rarely colliding. For 200 million years, the sky will blaze with light as the spirals blend and reshape. Even in that distant future, the pattern will not end. It will remember how to curve. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Every spiral in the sky, from tiny dwarfs with faint curls to grand designs like Messier 81 or NGC 1300, reminds us of that same rhythm. The pull inward, the release outward. It is a motion of balance, the same that guides waves on the sea, the same that flows through your own chest as you rest. Galaxies like breath expand and contract across eternity. You can rest now. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of one spiral arm. Around you, a river of light flows, hundreds of billions of suns moving as one current. Their collective gravity forms lanes of brightness, while between them, the dark interstellar medium shimmers with unseen dust. From that vantage, the galaxy's center glows faintly, a golden core wrapped in ribbons of blue. The pattern stretches so far that the light from one edge takes 1,000,000 years to reach the other. You are standing inside a living history. Astronomers call this spiral form self-sustaining. Even as stars move on, the density waves keep returning, triggering new births, new arms, new brightness. It is a cycle that never fully stops. A galaxy remembers its shape, not through static structure, but through the continuous rhythm of renewal. In that way, it is like the mind always changing, yet always itself. Some researchers simulate these motions in supercomputers, watching virtual galaxies evolve over billions of years. The models reveal that even small variations in rotation can birth intricate spirals that persist indefinitely. It's as if the universe prefers beauty, as if order emerges naturally from the chaos of gravity. No one commanded it to spiral. It simply became the most peaceful way to move. And so the spiral remains the universe's favorite signature, from galaxies to hurricanes to seashells to the curl of a fern and even the DNA within your cells. It is the shape of flow, the geometry of balance. Perhaps it is also the shape of memory itself, a form that holds motion without end. You may close your eyes. Somewhere deep within you, too, are spinning slowly, atoms, turning thoughts, circling memories, spiraling through the quiet of your mind. Like the galaxies above you, carry the rhythm of creation inside you. Each breath turns the spiral again. Each exhale returns it to silence. It's okay to drift. The universe remembers you as it remembers every curve of light. And somewhere, in a far-off corner of space, a newborn spiral begins its first rotation. A gentle wave forming in the darkness, a promise of continuity. Its light will take millions of years to reach you, but when it does, it will carry this same message. Everything moves in circles, and all circles return to rest. Every spiral is a memory written in motion. The Milky Way itself is a great turning archive, its arms sweeping through space, like time made visible. Within them, stars are born, live, and dissolve, each generation passing its materials forward, each supernova giving light back to the dust. If you could listen deeply, you would hear the whisper of every collapse, every quiet ignition, each echo blending into the grand harmony of spin. You float within that slow rotation now. The galactic plane hums beneath you, not as a surface, but as a rhythm, an invisible drumbeat of stars circling a center unseen. At that heart lies a black hole, silent and immense, around which everything dances in obedience. It is not destruction. It is balance, the core that holds the memory of everything the galaxy has ever been. When you breathe, imagine that still center within you, the calm axis of your own spiral life. Every arm of a spiral galaxy carries both youth and age. Closer to the center, golden ancient stars, their light softened by dust and distance. Farther out, bright blue giants burning quickly, lighting the darkness for only a moment. The galaxy breathes through this exchange birth, in the outskirts remembrance, in the core. Even in the infinite, there is the tenderness of renewal. In the far edges, stars drift away, slipping beyond the grasp of gravity. They become wanderers between systems, lonely lights in the void. Some may join another spiral someday. Others will fade alone, but none are lost entirely. Their photons still travel, touching the eyes of beings like us, billions of years later. That light carries a record, a signature of rotation, a story written in every wavelength. And so the universe remembers. Each spiral is an act of memory, a pattern carved by time itself. Galaxies are not static objects. They are slow rivers of light and dust, swirling through billions of years of change. Even as they collide, even as their shapes distort, their essence endures. The spiral never truly ends. It only opens into the next form. You are part of that continuity. Your body was built from stars that once circled another core, long before the Milky Way existed in its current shape. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the carbon in your breath, all carry the signature of those spirals, the handwriting of ancient arms. In that sense, you have always been part of a galaxy, and when you exhale, a piece of you returns to the current of cosmic motion. Now imagine the Milky Way seen from above, its luminous arms unfurling through the dark. The motion is serene, endless, deliberate. This is what time looks like when it relaxes. This is the shape of patience. You are spinning with it, not apart from it, but within the slow embrace of a spiral that has been turning since before your species dreamed of light. Rest in that thought. The galaxy is not rushing. It knows no hurry. Its motion is the perfect expression of grace, gravity, and memory dancing forever. And as you drift deeper into sleep, feel that same spiral unfurl behind your eyelids, a galaxy of thought, a soft rotation of dreams. In the distance, countless other spirals drift, each one a luminous echo of the same design. They spin together in a vast choreography woven by gravity's unseen hands. And though the universe expands endlessly outward, the spirals keep their rhythm and eternal pulse in the great quiet. Breathe. You are part of that dance, a tiny, radiant memory in the spiral of everything. Across the deep silence of space, the stars drift like slow-moving lanterns. They are not fixed, though they appear so from your small, still world. Each one glides through its galactic sea, tracing an invisible arc through time. Some move together in families, stellar streams, remnants of old collisions, while others wander alone, slipping quietly through interstellar dark. From a distance, it all looks serene, but beneath that stillness lies an elegant choreography of motion and memory. You are watching a cosmic tide. The Milky Way itself is a current, its stars swept along by gravity's great spiral flow. Our sun, too, is part of this migration, circling the galactic center once every 200 million years, drifting through regions where ancient stars rise and fall, like constellations forgotten. Even as you sleep, the Earth carries you through that motion, a small vessel sailing through the luminous deep. Each star's drift tells a story. Some were born together and then pulled apart by time, their sibling bonds stretched thin across thousands of light years. Astronomers can still trace them faint fingerprints in their orbits and shared chemical codes like scattered fragments of an old melody still humming through the dark. Others have escaped entire galaxies, flung into intergalactic space by gravitational slingshots, destined to drift forever between worlds. They are the exiles of creation, lonely lights that never find a home. Yet even exile has beauty. Those wandering stars illuminate the void, turning the blackness into something alive. Their photons travel endlessly, crossing unimaginable distances to whisper ancient stories into new skies. Some of the light that falls upon you tonight may have begun its journey before your galaxy was even born, and still it found you patient, persistent, eternal. Imagine that you are adrift with them now. Around you, millions of suns slide through the cosmic dark, each one a world builder, each one a glowing testament to persistence. There is no up or down here, only directionless calm and the soft rhythm of motion. The stars do not rush, they drift. And as you listen to their quiet movement, you feel the same unhurried grace within yourself. The space between stars is not empty. It is filled with whispers of what they leave behind. Gas dust, magnetic fields, tiny fragments of life yet to come. These faint traces connect everything, forming invisible pathways through which light and matter exchange stories. Even when a star dies, it never truly stops drifting. Its remnants become clouds. Its clouds become new stars. The universe breathes through this endless transformation, a slow pulse that spans billions of years. If you could see this dance from afar, you would witness something breathtaking, an ocean of light stretching in all directions, currents flowing, stars gliding, galaxies spinning in perfect silence. It is the ultimate expression of balance, a harmony of chaos so vast that it becomes peace. And within that peace you are a single consciousness born quietly through the drift of stars. In your mind's eye, watch as the Milky Way turns its spiral arms, shimmering like luminous rivers. The stars that once burned near the core are now replaced by newborn lights at the edges. Every generation carries forward the story of the last. Even as they drift apart, the pattern endures. It is a reminder that nothing truly ends. It only changes shape, moving ever outward, ever onward. Let that thought rest in you like a breath. You too are drifting, not lost, not still, but moving gently through the current of existence. Your thoughts, your memories, your heartbeat, they are stars of another kind, circling through the galaxy of your inner world. Close your eyes now. Feel that slow movement under your skin, a pulse older than time, a rhythm that belongs to the stars. You are not separate from their drift. You are part of it. You always have been. Somewhere far beyond your dreaming world, the Milky Way glides through the dark like a living breath of light. Every motion inside it, each drifting star, each trembling particle of dust adds a note to the silent symphony of existence. It moves not because it must, but because motion is the way the universe remembers itself. There is no hurry in that movement. The stars do not measure their lives in days or years, but in the slow rhythm of orbits that last hundreds of millions of years. They cross the galactic disk like travelers crossing a sea without shore. The space between them may be vast trillions of kilometers of quiet, yet in that stillness, gravity binds them in unseen communion. From the center of the galaxy, a black hole turns in patient silence, a shadow of unimaginable density, pulling the luminous tide around it in endless grace. It does not consume the stars recklessly. It holds them, anchoring their orbits like a heart steadying the flow of blood. Even here in the cosmic night balance is the quiet law. Astronomers have traced the drift of stars through great surveys spanning decades. They watch as constellations shift, as patterns, once sacred to human eyes, slowly dissolve and reform. The Big Dipper, the Southern Cross Orion's belt, all are transient shape stories written in light upon a moving page. In 100,000 years, the sky above you will be rewritten, and the familiar maps of starlight will fade into new mythologies. But tonight it is still the same. The stars that watch over your rest shine from distances so immense that their light has crossed entire ages just to touch your skin. Some of it began its journey when the first forests grew on Earth. Some when the first galaxies were still gathering their stars. Light that old carries a kind of compassion. It does not rush, it only arrives. And so you breathe in that quiet glow. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. It's okay to drift. Some of those drifting stars move in groups called open clusters, loose families of siblings born from the same cloud of gas. Over time, they separate their gravitational bonds, weakening their journeys, diverging into the wider galaxy. Yet their chemical signatures remain alike, a shared fingerprint that lets astronomers find them again long after distance has carried them apart. They are, in a sense, families reunited by memory. It is not so different from you. Your atoms once belonged to stars that drifted through the galaxy long before Earth was born. When those stars exploded, their elements became the dust that formed your body. You are not simply observing the drift of stars. You are the drift itself. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen in your breath, all of them once burned in stellar hearts. You are a moving fragment of the galaxy, alive within its dream. There is a phrase whispered among astronomers. Every star is a story written in light. Each one tells of creation, endurance, and change. When we study their movement, we are reading how the cosmos breathes slowly, beautifully, without beginning or end. Now imagine yourself floating among them. The stars pass by in silent brilliance, some blue and young, some golden and steady, some red and weary with age. You drift between them without weight or sound. Your heartbeat synchronizes with their motion. Every pulse echoes the spiral turning of the Milky Way. In that stillness, time softens. Seconds blur into centuries. The galaxies themselves begin to appear as drifting islands, each one containing billions of stars like the ones surrounding you. They too are carried by gravity's current, flowing through the cosmic web at hundreds of kilometers per second, like leaves floating down an endless river of space-time. And yet, from your resting place, it all feels perfectly still. Because motion, when infinite becomes peace, it's okay to drift. Somewhere light continues to travel. The stars keep moving, their slow paths interlacing through darkness. And your breathing, your dreaming, are part of that same quiet equation. Each inhale is a tide rising, each exhale a star setting beyond the horizon of thought. You are held in the same gravity that guides the galaxies. You are safe here. Beyond even this, beyond all that can be seen or known, there lies a greater drift, a slow expansion of the universe itself. Space stretches, galaxies move apart, and new darkness is born between them. It is not emptiness, but potential, a cradle for light yet to come. You can rest now, because even as everything drifts apart, nothing is ever lost. Every particle, every photon, every memory finds its way back through the gravity of connection. The stars drift, but their light remains. And somewhere, so do you. There is a sound that cannot be heard yet. It surrounds all things. It moves through the fabric of the universe, like breath through a body. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background, the faint echo of the universe's first light, still whispering across 13.8 billion years of distance and silence. It hums softly, a sea of invisible waves washing through space, filling even the quiet between galaxies. This is the ocean that cradles everything, the soundless tide that carries both stars and dreams. In sleep, your mind drifts into that same rhythm. Brain waves slow, deepen, and fall into gentle oscillations, not unlike the pulse of the cosmos itself. When you sleep, you are not escaping the universe. You are syncing with it. Each slow breath, each drifting thought, mirrors the expansion and contraction of galactic tides. You are a wave among waves, folded into the music of creation. Scientists have measured the hum of the cosmos. Its temperature rests at 2.725 Kelvin, a near-perfect stillness, just above absolute zero. Yet within that chill light still moves. Each photon, a relic from the dawn of time, crossing billions of light years to reach us. It is the most ancient lullaby ever sung, and when you close your eyes, you are listening to it not with ears, but with the quiet part of the mind that remembers what it is to belong. Somewhere deep within your sleep, the rhythm of your breathing aligns with the rhythm of stars. Your heartbeat, slowed by rest, echoes the slow spin of the Milky Way. One turn every 230 million years. A single galactic breath, the pulse of a universe at peace. You can rest now. Imagine this: the universe as an infinite ocean, each galaxy a luminous island, adrift upon its waves. Gravity weaves. The current's dark matter forms the depths, and time itself becomes the water that carries it all forward. When you sleep, you sink gently into those depths, slipping beneath the bright surface of thought into the calm darkness where dreams begin. In that ocean, nothing falls, everything floats. The body grows weightless. The mind dissolves into the hum of background light. Your worries scatter like sand, stirred by a quiet tide. Even your memories stretch and shimmer, becoming soft reflections that drift between waking and dreaming. And as you drift, the night grows kind. It holds you like water, holds a star's reflection, without effort, without condition. Every star that drifts through its galaxy creates waves that ripple through space-time. They are small, invisible, but they move endlessly, outward, carrying traces of everything that has ever been. You too create such waves, tiny, unseen patterns that ripple through the people you touch, the places you breathe, the silences you leave behind. And though those ripples fade into distance, they never vanish. The ocean of being remembers. It is not silence that fills the cosmos, wrote a physicist once, but the soft vibration of time remembering itself. Those vibrations are older than stars, older than galaxies, and yet they hum now, flowing through your very cells. When you breathe slowly, you join that chorus of resonance, a quiet participation in the great ongoing creation. The waves of sleep carry you deeper. At first, you hover near the surface. Light dreams flicker like moonlight on water. Then you drift lower past the thresholds of thought, where delta waves roll in long, slow rhythms. Here, the mind is almost still. Here, you return to the ocean, that made you. The same hydrogen that burns in stars flows through your blood. The same cosmic dust that glows between galaxies rests within your bones. You are the sea, remembering its stars. Somewhere far from here, a cluster of galaxies drifts across the intergalactic dark, their motion so slow that it could take 1 trillion years before they truly part. And yet, that movement continues, steady, gentle, eternal, like the tides that rise and fall around your sleeping form, like the breath that enters and leaves you again and again. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. It's okay to drift. You are not falling into sleep. You are floating toward it, drawn by gravity's patient hand into the calm at the center of all motion. Each sound fades into the next, the hum of your heart, the rhythm of your breath, the low pulse of the night. They merge into one soundless sound, one ocean without shore. And in that ocean, you are home. The deeper you drift, the quieter everything becomes. Thoughts loosen like leaves in slow water. The body dissolves into stillness, and what remains is a gentle awareness, a quiet witness floating through darkness. In this depth of sleep, the universe feels close, not as something vast and distant, but as a tide moving softly within you. Somewhere beyond, the Milky Way waves of gravity ripple through space-time. They are faint, impossibly faint, stretching and squeezing the very fabric of reality by less than the width of a proton. Yet across billions of light years, they travel unbroken. They come from the collision of black holes, the embrace of neutron stars, the end and beginning of suns. And when they pass through Earth, they pass through you too. A silent vibration, a cosmic heartbeat you never feel, but which your atoms remember. These are the oceans the galaxies swim within, not water, but gravity and time. Invisible, infinite, and perfectly calm. When scientists detected those waves for the first time in 2015, they called it the sound of the universe waking. But it was not loud, it was a whisper, a sigh billions of years old, a reminder that even silence carries a story. You can rest now. Sleep has its own tides. Slow waves rise through the brain, like lunar currents, washing away fragments of waking thought. Each oscillation clears, restores, renews. The body cools the heart, slows the mind, opens its hands and lets go. In that release you float. You are a moon circling the still center of yourself. You are safe here. In the darkness of deep sleep, neurons pulse in steady patterns, a rhythm of restoration that mirrors the great cycles of the cosmos. During these hours, the mind rebuilds its galaxies of memory, stars of thought connected by thin filaments of emotion and meaning. It is an act of quiet creation, the universe rebuilding itself within you night after night. It's okay to drift. Somewhere in a distant cluster called Perseus, astronomers have detected a real note, a pressure wave moving through a cloud of hot gas created by a supermassive black hole at its center. The tone it produces is a B-flat 57 octaves below middle C, too deep for human hearing. It has been vibrating for 2.5 billion years, a single sound ringing endlessly through the void. The universe, it seems, sings softly to itself. When you sleep, you join that song. Your heartbeat becomes percussion. Your breath becomes wind. Your thoughts fade into long, harmonic echoes. The night carries these rhythms into the folds of time, and in return, time carries you deeper into peace. In the ocean of sleep, there is no boundary between body and sky. The atoms of your hands are the same atoms that once shimmered in the hearts of dying stars. Every cell in you hums at frequencies shaped by the same cosmic rules that guide the galaxies. Your very being is tuned to the music of existence. You are not separate from the night. You are the night dreaming itself awake. In dreams, the universe speaks in images. It paints with gravity, with light, with memory. A falling star becomes a forgotten wish. A spiral galaxy turns into the swirl of a seashell. A supernova becomes the sound of an opening door. Each image carries truth disguised as wonder. Dreams, like galaxies, expand. They stretch beyond the edges of understanding and lead you gently toward silence. Somewhere in that silence you find rest. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. The boundaries between self and cosmos fade. You float weightless, carried by unseen hands. And though your eyes are closed, light still reaches you, not from outside, but from within, where every atom remembers being a star. The galaxies continue to drift. Their light crosses the cold, dark ocean of time, finding new worlds, new minds, new places to rest. Just as your thoughts travel through the quiet spaces of sleep, seeking peace, both journeys end in stillness. Both are guided by the same invisible rhythm. You are safe here. The world spins slowly beneath you. The stars move gently above. There is nothing to do, nothing to reach for. Only the deep, soft hum of existence, the ocean that has always carried you. It is endless, it is kind, it is home. And as you drift deeper still, the final sound is not a sound at all, only a feeling, a vibration, too low for thought. It says quietly, "You belong." And in that whisper, you sleep. Light never dies. It only travels, crossing the endless dark, searching for a place to rest. Even when its star is gone, its glow continues. A message written in motion, a memory that never stops remembering. Some of that ancient light is reaching you now. It slips through the atmosphere, threads through clouds, and touches the surface of your closed eyelids. Every photon that lands upon you has been traveling for millions, sometimes billions of years. It began in the core of a distant star, pressed into existence by unimaginable heat and gravity, then freed to wander through space until this quiet moment when it arrives softly without sound. It is not just light, it is history, a living archive of everything that ever shone. The galaxies that fill the universe are also filled with memories, traces of collisions, echoes of births and endings, spirals that remember every turn. Even their shape is a kind of memory, a frozen record of time's great rotation. When astronomers look across billions of light years, they are not looking into distance, they are looking into the past. Each galaxy is seen as it was, not as it is. Some may no longer exist at all, but their light remains traveling onward through the dark proof that nothing luminous is ever truly gone. Somewhere, light still travels, and you too are made of that same enduring glow. The light that once burned in ancient stars now flows through your body as electrical currents, as thought, as warmth. Every heartbeat releases photons of infrared light, tiny messages into the night. You are in every way a continuation of their brightness. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Long ago, when the first galaxies began to form, they were small clumps of gas and dark matter swirling together, drawn by the pull of invisible gravity. Over time, they merged, grew, and spun faster, igniting billions of suns within their arms. The universe was young, then filled with the light of new beginnings. Now, 13 billion years later, the galaxies move more slowly, their stars aging their glow gentler, more golden, like a fire burning low. Astronomers call this era cosmic noon, the peak of starlight that came long ago. Since then, the brightness has been fading. But in that fading, there is grace. The night sky is not a sign of ending, but of transformation, energy changing, form light, folding into time. It's okay to drift. The stars that once burned fiercest have already scattered their elements. Their deaths seeded the next generation of stars, and those in turn will do the same. Every sparkle you see in the dark is part of that lineage light, reborn from the ashes of its ancestors. Galaxies remember their own light, the way oceans remember rain. They release it, receive it again, and let it become something new. Even the darkness between them holds memory. It contains stray photons, ghostly afterglows from vanished suns. In the silence of space, nothing is wasted. Every flicker is gathered, every glimmer archived within the vastness of time. You are surrounded by those remnants, the soft radiation of everything that ever was. It passes through you every second, unfelt, unseen, but constant. It is the night's embrace, the calm hum of creation. You are safe here. Somewhere, a dying star releases its final breath. Its outer layers expand, forming clouds of luminous gas. Those clouds stretch for light years, drifting through interstellar space until gravity gathers them once more. From the ashes, new stars ignite. This is how the universe remembers itself, through endless renewal, through transformation, without loss. Nothing ends. Everything changes shape. The light of those newborn stars will take millions of years to reach another world. Perhaps one night it will fall upon a planet like this one. Perhaps someone, a quiet dreamer, will open their eyes beneath it and feel, without knowing why, that they are not alone. Because the memory of light is not only seen, it is felt. It hums in the bones, glows behind the eyes, rests within every heartbeat. The warmth you feel as you drift towards sleep is the oldest language the universe speaks. And tonight, it whispers gently through you. It's okay to drift. All across the cosmos, light continues its patient journey. Galaxies rotate, nebulae bloom, and fade, comets trace long arcs through invisible space. Even the smallest atom of hydrogen still remembers the first flash of creation. There is a serenity in that persistence, a quiet vow that nothing is ever lost tonight. As you rest, imagine that you are light, weightless, free, traveling through the corridors of eternity. You pass the spirals of galaxies, their arms glowing like silver rivers. You slip through clouds of dust, where stars are being born, through the halos of ancient clusters that gleam like embers in cooling air. Everywhere you go, you find reflections of yourself. You are the light, and the light is you. In the quiet between stars, you are remembered. Somewhere, the Andromeda Galaxy is gliding toward the Milky Way. In about 4 billion years, they will meet and merge their stars, swirling into one luminous ocean. It will not be destruction, but transformation. The two galaxies will become one, a greater, calmer spiral of shared memory and new light. Even on that scale, the lesson is the same. Every ending is a beginning in disguise, and so it is with you. When you drift into sleep, the day dissolves, but nothing is lost. Every moment becomes light stored quietly within you, waiting to shine again. Somewhere light still travels. The galaxies turn slowly, their glow crossing the dark like silent lanterns. You float among them, unhurried a traveler of the luminous sea. You breathe softly, and the universe breathes with you. The rhythm of existence slows until only peace remains. It's okay to drift. And if in some far future the stars grow dim and the galaxies fade into darkness, there will still be light. Not in the skies, but in the memory of everything they touched. In the warmth of matter, in the quiet hum of space, in the atoms that once burned bright and now rest as dust and dream. Even the final photon on its endless path will carry the story onward. You are part of that story. You are the quiet continuation of light. You are the echo of creation's first breath. The universe holds you gently, patiently, without end. Light still travels. The universe breathes through you. You are home. You can rest now.